we live? Yes, we are. That's so good. Are we live? Yes, we are. That's so good. Are we live? Yes, we are. And that's so good because we are live. Do, 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 do. Are we live? Yes, we are. And that's so good. Are we live? Yes, are we live? Are we are live? We are live and we are so good. Do, 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 do. Hi. Good day, good morning to you. Happy Sunday. It is overcast here in San Diego. This is time for our presence practice, formerly Love Mornings, because it could be any time for you. My East Coast friends, or my East Coast friends, my European family, people down the road, people outside in the bushes, people up the coast around the USA. It is time for presence practice. It could be love morning. I can say good morning because I am having a morning. So welcome and hello to you. Hope you have some gratitude in your heart, and hopefully you are joining us in a good headspace. But if not, we can just sit with each other and share and bring one another to a place of a little bit of a higher vibration, more gratitude, more goodness, more good vibes, more momentum of good energy that we can then bring into the day as love ambassadors, because you are fully qualified right now in this moment to be an ambassador of love. With all your trauma, with all your mistakes, with all your insecurities and shame and all your fuck ups, you're hired. We want you. You are a love ambassador because we all are fuck ups and we all are absolutely perfect and divine. And so we just need to give ourselves some patience and give ourselves some forgiveness when we have our stumbles, some compassion, some deep, powerful, radical compassion. And then when we're feeling okay, recognize that we can just say hello, hi, good morning, hello to you. And we can greet people as we go through the world and be a little element of positive lifting. First off, just with connection. Dun, dun. 2, kindness. If you can find a way to be nice to somebody, so easy. And when you practice it, you start to find more and more ways you can do it. So you got connection, you got your kindness. Gratitude, looking for ways and things that you can be grateful for as you go through the day. Even better is tell someone that you are grateful for something about them. There's a magical gift that you give to someone. It is actually biologically shown that your brain responds in a beautiful, positive way to being told reasons why someone appreciates you and is grateful for you. Seriously, check out the Huberman podcast for more on that. It's an episode on gratitude I just watched. Jennifer's here saying, grateful for people answering their phones. Yay! Had a nice talk with Jen last night. Actually, I was writing this morning and I said, my friend Jen said that I'm having a very Johnston-like midlife crisis. Actually, how do I say it? Since I think it's just us here right now. If anyone else wants to share some gratitude or something where you are, what did I say? I said, my friend Jen said I'm having a very Johnston-style midlife crisis. Traditionally, a man looks at their bland life and decides to do something crazy. But I am looking over my crazy life and I'm diving into everything bland. I'm slowing down, saying goodbye to parts of myself. I'm trying to quiet my mind and listen to parts of me I've never heard before. I'm trying to feel things I've never felt, so I need to do things I've never done. Yada, 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 yada. I'm writing a update to my mailing list that I have not sent anything to for months and months. And I'm like, every time I think about sending something to my mailing list, I'm like, oh my God, so much has happened. So I'm just going to do lots happened. Here's links to a bunch of stories and Medium articles about like stuff. So I feel a little bit less like paralyzed by It's like, how do you send a birth announcement for your second kid when you haven't told people you had a first kid? Awkward. Hello, looks, are we live? Okay, so just not having a ton of comments, which is fine. No need, I can rant all morning. But if you are here and you got something that you're grateful for, feel free to let us know. Bye, Jen. Thanks for joining me here and being a part of my wonderful life and day and night. Melanie is grateful for the ability to start getting answers on what's going on in my beautiful family. Ooh, that sounds like it was stressful before that. So I'm glad you were able to get some answers. And hooray for beautiful families. I am grateful for an experience I had yesterday. I went to Daybreakers, which is a daytime sober dance party. It starts with a yoga class that I did not go to. Apparently, it was a very hard yoga class, so I'm really glad I did not go. It was like a hot, intense yoga class. Whew, I would not have appreciated that before dancing. We're having some. I could be having issues with my computer or my internet. Let me see. Looks like we've got one report of things not going well. Let me see if it's my internet or if it's my computer. I will do a speed test. This will be very frustrating. Let's see, let's run a speed test. I don't know what the issue is. Let's see, download is plenty fast. Upload is cranking fast. So I don't know what the problem is. It could be the computer itself is not fast. Because I'm using this new. I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to forget it for now and continue chatting with you beautiful people. If you continue to have problems, I would love to know when things are not working or not working optimally. I do appreciate this. The audio isn't syncing. Oh, you know what? I think I know why that is. Fuck. I think it's because I'm using the video through OBS and I'm using the audio straight from my computer. All right, well, thank you. That's good to know. Thank you, Damien. Appreciate that. All right, well, hello, Tanya. Much love and hugs to you. Yay, happy Sunday. So I'll share just a little bit more about this dance experience. So I don't know about you, but often dancing is something that I enjoy most deeply after a few drinks or a little buzz of some sort. And so going to a sober dance event was, I wasn't sure how I was going to do. And I'd been to this before, and and there was a bunch of people I knew that were there. This time, I didn't know hardly anyone there. I knew one person, and Ladybug is the one who told me about it, and so, and I was so glad to see her there. I actually went onto the dance floor first by myself, and then kind of was like, oh boy, I don't see anybody I know, and I'm feeling a little not like awesome, not feeling the groove of the music too much. I'm feeling crowded, and so I backed out, went to the other room, and then I checked in with Ladybug and went back to the dance floor. And at that point, I kind of pushed my way to a place on the dance floor and started dancing. And very quickly, within like 3-4 minutes, I kind of found my groove and danced and had a blast. They do a really good job. They've got an MC the whole time that's kind of like, How you feeling? How you feeling? Now turn to your new friends. Now turn to your new friends. You know, kind of like really encouraging you to like, hey, we're all having this cool experience together. One of the reasons we're here is for community and connection. So it fights that. For me, often I am I'm hard for me to say apparently. I dislike the feeling that maybe I am being too forward to someone who does not want just another guy to be hitting on them, you know? But so this vibe was so much like, oh, we're all hanging out, smiling and having fun dancing together. It's not a, you know, not a meat market, not a, although I'm sure that would be a good place to meet people. Fellowship. Yeah, it was beautiful. Hello, Amy. Oh, how nice to see you. Thank you. I'm noticing my plant life here. I have no comments on YouTube. We're here live on YouTube and on Facebook. How strange. Okay. Not strange. Just it is. It is what it is. Ruth had to run back to the Johnston part. Grateful for my bed and seeing my mom soon for breakfast. Yum. Do you know what's for breakfast? I'm feeling a little hungry right now. Key frame rate is too slow. All right, so I'm getting some messages here that maybe my computer's not moving fast enough. That could be it. Hello, Chris. Good morning. Hello, CJ. Well, maybe that explains why we're having fewer comments on YouTube. We got Chris is in this window. Hello, Facebook friends. So who's got something that they're grateful for? So I'm grateful for this dance experience. Grateful that I got a good sweat on and was able to kind of step into a place of discomfort. Grateful I had opportunities to be aware of how I was feeling in my body as I went through it. I think that is going to be my life from now on. How am I feeling in my body right now? How am I feeling in my body? What's going on? How am I feeling in my body? Chris is grateful for his church experience. I appreciate that. Chris is grateful that even in weakness, I was able to find strength. Grateful for being able to do that. Feel okay in my body, even though I have a lot of injuries. Good. That is a tough thing to do, to overcome the mental struggles of injury, for sure. I didn't make this. Let me make sure I didn't do this as a. Well, I guess I'll find out. I am grateful that I have a pretty open day. I've got an opportunity to do some packing for my trip. Grateful that I'm going to Hawaii next week. Yay! Going to the Big Island. Amy is grateful that the semester is almost over and that I have such awesome students. Yeah. Tanya says, healing is a journey, to Chris. Life is a journey. I thought you were talking about it to me first, Tanya, because yeah, my healing is a journey as well. And I think of this body awareness as part of my healing. And I'm grateful I've got a session with a therapist before I leave on my trip. And grateful for grateful for all the support. Grateful for forgiveness and for these reminders that everything's okay, everything's perfect, nothing is that getting too caught up in our minds with what things should be and how they shouldn't be is just a real trap that causes suffering. So working on non-attachment, working on noticing preferences and desires, working on letting go, letting go, letting go. So grateful for all of those reminders and awarenesses. Good morning, Angela. Hello. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Oh, Tanya, I'm glad that you're joining me on this journey. Melanie says, I'm grateful for the sun, the earth, the air we breathe, and how it makes my body feel to get outdoors. Also, on the dance note, I've gotten to get I've got to get dancing again. Thank you for being vulnerable and talking about your experiences and always being you. Thank you, Melanie. I've gotten a lot of really beautiful feedback lately. Um, and I tell you, it is encouraging. It does. I'm struggling to find hobbies, but one of my hobbies is this path and this journey. And so, writing about it and meditating and sharing it and speaking, and it is really helping me to stay on path and stay dedicated and be disciplined. Chris says it's okay to be grateful but not be able to express it. Of course, especially if you can feel it. Angela has gratitude for deep connections and letting go also. You could argue that they go hand in hand, and that, if you're holding on to things that don't serve you, then that's taking up space for the deep connections and impeding your flow for truly deep connection. Well, I think we'll do a hug pretty soon here and then go off into our Sundays and spread goodness into the world. Oh, excuse me. I am off coffee again. I enjoyed it for a few days, but now I'm going to a workshop seminar ceremony next weekend where I need to be off caffeine for it. So I am going to make sure that I am dealing with my tiredness the next few days, which is tough. That is no fun to let go of something that is I do enjoy a little caffeine. Kimberly says, immense gratitude for completion of radiation treatment on Friday. Woo! So incredibly grateful for the end of the active treatment portion of my cancer journey. I'm enjoying your new book. Oh, awesome, Kimberly. Thank you. My hair is coming back in from chemo, and I totally relate to the joy of seeing what it looks like now at this new stage of my personal inward and outward growth. Grateful to connect with you. As always, your vulnerability is admirable and comforting, especially as I too am getting comfortable with the transformed me that is surely emerging. What an incredibly beautiful gift to experience. There are gifts in adversity, eyes wide open. Thank you for sharing, Kimberly. Good to see you. And oh, bravo and congrats. And thank you for sharing the milestone of getting through that phase. It's interesting, as I think I hear these words of, gratitude for my vulnerability, and some people have been calling me courageous. And I mean, my journey is taking courage for myself, just as everyone's journey takes personal courage. But the courage I'm talking about is like you're courageous to share it. But my experience has been, the warmth and the love that I feel from the sharing has been really significant. So it's not like I'm sharing a vulnerable journey and then people are going like, oh man, you kind of suck. Like, oh, I thought you were better than that. I mean, people might be thinking that. Maybe that's it. That people, clearly there are some people that are probably going, oh, I thought he was more together than this. I thought he was, super outgoing, had his shit figured out, and that's why, he charges for coaching, because he's like a guru on being outgoing. And and radical self-expression, but look at him. Sounds like he's been faking it this whole time. And it's not so complicated, but I guess that would be the risk. That is why there's some courage in my vulnerability. But there's also a massive freedom to it. Oh, my look. So you have not been looking at my book. That's fine. Whatever, Kimberly. I'm just kidding. That being said, if you have not seen my books, I have 2 books available. Protagonist, which is about 50 projects my first 50 years, and it's a big photo book, and every chapter has a QR code that takes you to a video or a website that explains more about the projects that I've done, from the adult industry to early internet to Burning Man stuff. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate the affirmations and reminders. We are all human, says Melanie, and we make mistakes and have things we go through, and some muddier than others, and that's okay. Yes, 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 yes. Well, just in case anyone was in YouTube and the comments didn't show up, my apologies. I don't know, but if there's no one that left a comment, well, perfect. Then I didn't miss anyone. I do have people pleaser tendencies, and I don't like to make anyone feel like I have neglected their beautiful energy. And Kimberly does have my books. Okay, sorry to make a fuss. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's have a hug and then go off into our days, recognizing that we are love ambassadors, and we can reach out to connect with people. We can have courage. We can try to find opportunities to be kind. And part of the Love Ambassador is focusing on our growth and encouraging and supporting others in their growth. So as you are supporting me, hopefully feeling strengthened and feeling more confident in your own growth, it becomes less of something that we do because we're broken, but it's something that we do because we're human. And those that are silent or not in a path of self-growth are either full of shit or leading stunted lives. So let's not pretend, right? Hi, Esta. Esta is grateful for seeing an old friend today and the house concert we plan to attend. Cool. All right. So much love for everyone who's here today and appreciating us all. Let's do this. Wherever you are, let's give ourselves a big squeeze. Feel these arms holding you as all of our arms that is shared today. All this gratitude, all this awareness of our interconnectedness. Different details, but the same patterns, the same flows through struggle and triumph. This too shall pass, good and bad. So let's just embrace it, love ourselves and love one another as we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you, thanks for being here for this presence practice, our Love Morning, part of Hug Nation. I love you. Enjoy the day.